Mike, 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 Mike. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast. It's gonna get spicy tonight. It's gonna be a lot of energy tonight. Okay? The energy is live. I see the Giants in here, heavy attendance. Shout out to everybody. I see YouTube, Instagram up. What up, though? I see Sadie's, I see Sasseries, I see Indy. What's happening with it? If you on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, tap in, jump in those comments. I want to see you guys in the comments. What up, though? What up? What up? What up, though, Allie? I see Allie in here. Shout out to Allison. I see Angel Airy in here. Big L Laundry in here. What up, though? What it do? What it's hitting for? We got Lolo. We streaming live on YouTube. If you are checking us out by way of Clubhouse, please navigate to the top of the room. Hit that link that's on the top of the room and hit that like button, please, and thank you. Show your social currency. We appreciate it. Per usual. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast, where the situations matter more than the relationships. Perspectives will be respected by everybody. You heard? And if this is your first time tapping in, don't be easily threatened or angered, because much like everybody checking us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Clubhouse, much like you, every giant here first started off as a perfect stranger. We asked everybody tap in and get in tune with what we've been doing by way of YouTube, Broadway the Giant, and what we've been doing. Our latest episode 523. Dang, that's a long title. So check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts are available. Check us out. We outside with it. What's happening with you? Let go. We got Keisha in the building. What's happening with it? So we came to talk about some things, and we're going to get right into the swing of things. Can we do that, Giants? Can we do that? Y'all could come off mic, tap in with us. Let us know that we hit. Let us know that you are here. I see Let Go in the room. What up, though? Allie, how you feel?
I feel good, TGIF.
Okay, it feels good. Hey,
okay.
Yeah, hey,
it was a good week.
It was a good week.
Looking forward to the weekends, and yeah, August is turning out to be a really good month for me, so I'm happy.
I like it. If you guys are enjoying what we doing on Broadway the Giant on YouTube, far and near, if you listening to the sound of my voice, please tap in with a Cash App, Broadway the Giant. Show your social currency by liking the video. Also tap in with us and hit that Cash App. You know, $1. Give me a cup of coffee. Give me lunch tomorrow, please. Thank you. Hello. You understand what I'm saying? It's greatly appreciated. What up, though, Airy? What up, though, Angel? But listen, what up, Longio? We came to talk about Miss P, I see you. And the topic of discussion tonight is men get the woman of their dreams. Women only get the man they want. Jesus! We're going to have a conversation tonight. It's going to get a little spicy. You get me? And per usual, while we rev up the engine on Instagram, I'm going to throw it to Clubhouse, see how you guys feel. And YouTube, I see you. I know you thinking about it. You can't type because you getting your hands done. Don't worry about it. Tell a manicurist, take your hand out the water. I need you in the comment section on YouTube. You frying your chicken, your hands mixed with batter, don't worry about it. I need you to dry that hands off because I need you in these comments on YouTube. Shout out to Keisha. I see Let Go outside with it. Your kids, you got your hand, you got your baby in your hand. Don't worry about it. Grab your other hand, get your Twitter thumbs, make sure you near bed. We don't want to incite no violence on the baby. And make sure you jump in these comments. If you're driving the same thing, you hear me? Just drive safe. Tap in with us. Clubhouse. Men get the women of their dreams. Women only get the man that they want. Jesus. I said it, and I'm resting on it. Tap in. How you guys feel? Ladies, my Mercedes. Interesting.
I mean, I don't agree with that. Um, I feel like if I don't care, I don't, I don't care. I can boo me all y'all want. I don't
Oh
care.
God, oh God.
Um, let's just so if men get the women of their dreams, that means I'm in a lot of men's dreams, but they can't have me.
Mm.
Um, and if I only get the man that I want, that's definitely not true because I can get whoever I want. I can get who wants me as well. So it's kind of
Not
what
what
are
I
we talking
heard.
about? You you
I'm just
stupid.
saying. I'm
You
just.
trolling. Oh my god, I can't stand you. I think it's bull, but carry on.
I'm just. All right, Angel, tap in. How you guys feel in the YouTube comments? Do men get the women of their dreams? I feel like men get the women of their dreams. Women only get the man that they want. I'm going to tell you what that means in a second. For now, I want to hear how you guys feel about it. Okay,
I
go for it,
agree with
Queen.
that. I'm gonna agree with that. I feel like men, because I think they don't settle for things. I think
Ah,
I think that they tend to be more of the what do you want that? Not, I don't want to say aggressor. Like they chase what they want, and I think because women tend to be, the people. I don't know how you say, the ones getting caught. I think that sometimes we settle for less because of just fear of looking like we're, I don't know, uh thirsty. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just feel like men get what they want because they're more vocal about it. I think we end up settling because we're trying not to look really thirsty or desperate. That's just my opinion, though.
interesting. An interesting one, nonetheless, right? An interesting one, nonetheless. So I was kicking in with my guy Ab, and he was like, "Yo, Way, I got a topic. I think you should have this conversation on the pod." So shout out to my guy Ab. What up, though, John Freedom? Pull up, King. We having a conversation. So shout out to my guy Ab. And what part of that conversation sound like was, and I would agree. I believe that because men, and I got some things I'm gonna play too. I'm gonna get into these things. I'm gonna play and whatnot. Because men, we choose you guys, right? Like you guys traditionally, you guys stay in the background. You guys don't do much, right? You wait for us to approach you. Why is that? That's not by happenstance. That's not coincidental. It's purposeful, right? So as a man, if I'm choosing you, if I'm walking up to you and I'm saying hello and I'm really checking for you, that means that I'm choosing you. I'm not gonna choose someone. All right, cool. Relationships don't work out. Some things don't work out. That's something else. But if I'm choosing you, that means that I see something special in you, and I'm stepping up to the plate because, well, I want to give you a chance. And upon getting to know you better, well, you guessed it, right? I'm approaching the woman of my dreams. Where women, they only get the man that they want. Meaning, if he's doing something and it makes sense, she's going to. I always say, women, you guys are more often than not. I'm not going to speak for all women, like I'm not going to speak for all men, but I honestly believe that most women will be okay with settling with the man that takes care of everything else, but he's not particularly a looker. He's not easy on the eye. You get what I mean? With us men, we like to be with women who are beautiful, gorgeous even. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm interested to get it from you guys. I see Keisha down here. I see Trey down here. I see you guys in the comments on YouTube. Make sure you guys are hitting that link, that link that's pinned up to the top, and hit that like button. We are streaming live on YouTube as it currently stands. So tap in. How you guys feel about that as I get this clip ready for you guys on YouTube? Tap in. Landria, I'm coming to you, Queen. How you feel?
I don't know. I put in the comments I'm just reluctant because of the word. I guess for the women, you saying want is a desire. So is that something? Is that man somebody that you like need in your life? And then a man getting the woman of their dreams. everything that glitters isn't gold. So the woman that you dreamt of, is that actually what you needed? Like it could be an illusion. So you end up with what looks good on the surface, and what you get internally is trash. So I don't know.
All right. Would you guys like to respond to that? She's healing. Welcome to the stage. She's healing.
Hi, interesting topic. And yeah, I'd like to respond.
Please, please
Um,
feel free.
Women only dream about what they want, I agree. Because sometimes the things we imagine, not saying they're impossible, but they're rare. They're rare to find. A man who is taller than us, making a certain figure, it's above the average, and that's a dream. And we can only dream about that, but we end up settling for what's the reality, which is not really what we want. However, I've noticed men never compromise. A man can be ugly, short, broke. If he says he wants a woman who is skinny, tall, long legs, blonde hair, he will go for exactly that. But us women, we can dream all we like about the ideal man. We can Denzel Washington him, whitewash him, do what we like. But really, we are imprinting onto him the ideal. But he's only going to offer us who he is. He doesn't go and get a butt plant, a butt lift. You don't see men pumping muscles and fake stuff into their bodies, trying to fit our dreams. They don't give a fuck. They're literally just going to say, this is all I am, and I'll do my best to fit your narrative. But these are my limitations, deal with it. These are my not limitations, my compromises. So women compromise on the man they want. Men never compromise.
So so
I
so
land my plane there.
so
I
here's the.
disagree with that.
Go ahead, go for it, Ari.
I disagree with that because I feel like men compromise with the women that they really want. If he don't want you, of course he's not gonna compromise for you.
Hello,
I feel
hello.
about that. I feel like when you get that man to bend, that's why you notice sometimes you would work with a man to get him where you want him to be. As soon as you leave him with a woman and then marries her because that's the woman that he wanted. Some of us women, we tend to show men that we want them more than they want us, and that's why they don't compromise. It's all on how you treat the man and if the man really, really wants you. If he don't want you, you could he's not gonna do nothing for you because he don't want you. He might like you, and
Mm.
he couldn't really get the woman that he wants. But if he really wants you, he's gonna do whatever you ask him to do. That's just how that works with men.
So here's the thing, right? And Ari tapped in on a lot of what I wanted to say, but I feel like if as a man, because I'm choosing you, right? We don't have and confide to a lot of the social pressures that women can confide fall under, right? A lot of times women, you guys fall under the pressure of social pressures, peer pressure. And when I mean by peer pressure, I mean by way of a pressure to look good, a pressure to fit the standard, a pressure to be better than the standard, right? Because we all watch TV, right? As little girls, at least in my generation, I know they gave you guys a lot of dolls. You get what I mean? And those dolls looked a certain way. Hello? Them dolls certainly looked a certain way. You get what I'm saying? So somehow, some way in y'all heads, you guys are hardwired to believe that in your head, how a woman is supposed to look. So because a woman is supposed to look a certain way, women to do things like BBLs and breasts and shit. I support it all, goddamn it. If you like it, I love it. You get what I mean? It makes you nonetheless, it doesn't make you any less of a good person, is what I'm saying. But what I will say is in regards to men getting the women of their dreams, we're taught to get to the bag. Get to the bag equal, more often than not, equals security, equals protection, equals simply being able to afford time. You get what I mean? So I think by way of affording time, it allows us to put ourselves in position to have the woman of our dreams. I want to freeze frame real quick because I want to play something that pretty much suggests there's three different types of There's 3 different types of gaining the woman or man, for that matter, of your dreams. But because we're having a conversation about men get the woman of their dreams, women only get the man that they want, I want us to apply it there. Tap in with us, live on Broadway podcast.
3 tips to find the person of your dreams. 1, become...
Here we go.
3 tips to find the person of your dreams. 1, become the best version of you. 2, live a life doing the things you enjoy the most. 3, cut out people or activities that don't align with your values. By doing this, you will attract people that align with your lifestyle.
I'm going to play it
3
again.
3 tips to find the person of your dreams. 1, become the best...
It keeps going out. Sorry about that.
3 tips to find the person of your dreams. 1, become the best version of you. 2, live a life doing the things you enjoy the most. 3, cut out people or activities that don't align with your values. By doing this, you will attract people that align with your lifestyle.
Wake that up. Wake that all the way up. She's healing.
No, I like that. I like that. One of the requirements is being the best version of yourself. Women are so bombarded with all this relationship advice. It can make you dizzy, and plus, you know what you want. It's just that I've been in so many rooms where the men are either saying women are asking for too much, or I'm really starting to understand that it's about you knowing what you want and not waiting to be picked, or waiting or allowing yourself to be defined by what's surrounding you. And it's so funny how things feel like it's a trend. It's in one style, it's out one style. There's like people are following, but you know within yourself, the person that wants you as you are. But it's requiring you to be vulnerable, but at the same time, it's a risk, because as much as you can be everything, the person that picks you for their own reasons and their own motives, which might not be in line with what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
So it's like a trial and error. And I don't think if
So
you're not picked, it makes you any less deserving to be picked. You just weren't picked by the right person because they didn't want you.
they didn't want you. So Trey said, that's it? Only 3? No, you only get 3 for free. You got to drop a Cash App. I am Broadway. The Cash App's up there. Check it out. You hear me? Tap in with our Cash App. Give me a cup of coffee, something like that. Some tea or something. A kale salad or something. You hear me? Tap in with our Cash App. I want to play another clip. For you guys to hear, and it's a very interesting one, because I think a lot of women want, okay? A lot of women want the man of their dreams, but a lot of women don't want to do the work and what it looks like by way of what us men want. Traditionally. Tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast. Check it out.
Oh, I had to learn this. I do not correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much and I desire to honor and respect him. And I married him, so I would assume that he wants me to feel the same exact way. To take my perspective into high consideration with his actions. But I married a grown man. I'm not going to be disrespectful and talk to him like a child.
Wow. So let's just wake it up. Let's just get straight into it. A lot of women don't know how to speak to their men. A lot of women are out here moving in the spaces of not respecting and honoring their men. And I'm not talking about the F-boys. I'm talking about the men that's actually rising to the occasion. Hello? I'm talking about this is a byproduct to why there's in women only get the man that they want. How you guys feel about the clip that was played? Because before I go on my whole rant, I want to give it to the room, because I know I can go and tap in with us on YouTube. Tracy said the Cash App comes with shout outs. The Cash App comes with more than just shout outs. Tap in with us, Trey. Go ahead, go for it. Tap in. We got Naisha to the stage. What up, Naisha? Tap in with us. Brittany B. Tap in with us, Queen.
Hey, everybody. I'm just listening for now, but happy Friday.
Happy Friday, happy Friday. What up though, Lex? Balance. What's happening, Balance? Um, how do you guys respond to that though? Right? How do you guys respond to the space in the space of there's more women moving around in the space of, I believe, through action of being independent, right? Where those that are submissive, I feel hand over fist, they win the real prize, right? Because in my eyes, the prize is to be taken care of, right? The prize is to not want for anything. The prize is to have time on your side. The prize is to be able to be with somebody who's going to be a provider, somebody that's going to be a protector, somebody that's going to honor, value, and love you for the thing that you bring forth into the relationship, right? Like that's the real prize. Somebody that sees you for your worth and can add, forget the tax that you add, they're going to add the tip. You get what I'm saying? So how do you guys respond to that? D, what up though, King? We having a conversation about men get the women that they want. Excuse me, men get the women of their dreams. Women only get the man that they want. Tap in with us, D. How do you feel about that, King? Welcome to the stage too, by the way.
I'm on the bus, so it might be a little loud, so I'm gonna wait for a couple more minutes.
All right, my man. I want to see you guys. Let me see what's happening in these comments. Tracy said they can spin the block 80 times. She said she's cooking. I think she was talking about you. She's healing. They're talking to you in these YouTube comments, the live comment chat. Tracy said the cash app comes with shout out nice. Yeah, listen, man. Shout out to Keisha. Keisha tapping in. She said, "How many women say I married the man? I married the man of my dreams versus the men who say it?" Great point. Great point. Because I think rather believe men we see and know that more often than not, a lot of women enjoy and know. Not to say that we don't mean it, but we know that women enjoy hearing it. You get what I mean? Because women are more so attached to words, right? Men are more so attached to actions. And I'm not saying that it doesn't matter any less or more on either side, but you guys get what I'm saying. I'm very interested. Let me see what they talking about. Tap in with us, Danny Pesos. What up, though, King? Welcome to the stage.
What up? How's everybody?
Blessed and highly favored. We having a conversation about men get the women of their dreams. Women only get the man that they want. How would you respond to that, King? Is there any validity to it? Yeah, I know. You got to think about it. You got to read it.
You gotta think about that. Hold on.
Shout out. So
Broadway.
yes,
Sorry, to the clip that you just played, with the lady, speaking on how speaks to her husband. I would agree with her. Just from my own perspective, my a previous relationship I had, my ex told me that he felt like I talked at him. And I don't know so much if it was me talking at him or if it was just because I was passionate about the person that I knew he could be. So, I was always challenging him, like, like, what have you done to, like, make yourself better and everything. And I think he took it as me, like, parenting him instead of, like, challenging him or trying to, like, make him better. At least that's how I took it as. But in my current relationship, you know, there's that saying that, the man is the head of the household, but the woman,
is the
turns the
neck.
neck.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
Yep.
I agree with that. So in my current relationship, I do not talk at him. I try to, like she said, like, challenge, not necessarily challenge his perspective, but give my perspective so that, he can understand and change either his direction or understand why that perspective might not have been right, wrong, or indifferent. So I do agree with that comment, or that clip that you played.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate that commentary. That was solid. That was solid. That was solid. Tap in with us, Brittany. I see you by your mic. Brittany, you by your mic, Queen? Oh, Brittany on the phone call. All right, cool. Tap in with us, Allie, baby.
She's on the phone.
Oh, Allie's on the phone. All right, cool. Naisha, don't do this to us, Naisha. Naisha, oh Naisha, you are the girl that I never had, and I would
You know
like
what?
to get to know you better. Hey,
I'm about to say something really controversial and people gonna
oh
get mad,
shit,
but this is honestly the truth.
go for it.
These things go with looks, I'm sorry to say. So depending on how good your shape is and how cute your face is, you could demand what you want. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
Hello. So you saying to me the women that's out here that's buck disgusted and busted, they can't get the women, they can't get the men of their dreams. They can only get the man that they want.
No, they can only get the man that want them. Don't get me wrong. A plus size woman or a woman that might be out of shape for somebody else might be a man's cup of tea. Because remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So we as women can't look at somebody and be like, they're ugly or they're not shaped good. That's for a man in his mind to do. Get what I'm saying to you?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. How do you guys feel about this on YouTube? Tap in. Ari just dropped. Ari just said, frankly speaking, these hoes don't look good. That's why they get the man that chooses them. Shit, goddamn. How do you feel about it, Clubhouse? Is there? Are you guys jacking out? Are you guys in the line, standing in alignment with it? I mean, tap in. How you guys feel?
But
Your mic
I've
open.
heard,
We listening.
I've heard women call men ugly. So what do you mean? Like you got to go into more detail on that, because women say guys is ugly, guys say women are ugly. But everything on this earth is on this earth to be obtained. So everything on this earth is attainable. You know, if you are put on this earth, somebody's gonna obtain you. Whether that might be your type or it might not be your type. You know what I'm saying?
So is it so a woman that a woman that a man find and he doesn't see, you see, so there's two types of, let's just wake it all the way up, right? There's two different types of attraction. There's the inner attraction, and then there's the outside attraction, right? Men more often than not, we're very we very visible people. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I wonder if when a man is finding a woman, we're more often than not looking at the looks. We don't care about all that other stuff that's going on inside you. We'll learn that later. I want to know. Is the shit, do the ass shake? It must be jam because jelly don't shake, or it must be jelly because jam don't shake like that. Like, we want to know what the word is. Tap in. I mean, how you guys feel?
It's not even only about like really like the outer look either. Because honestly, I don't like a complete 10 or the best looking woman in the world. But I'm, for lack of a better word, I'm a motherfucking vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So niggas like to be in my
Wake that
aura.
up.
It is what it is.
Wake that up. I ain't mad at her. She said she a vibe. She's standing on it. You heard? She's standing on it. I ain't mad at her neither.
The question I ask myself is, am I my type's type? And if my type is muscular and tall and deep voice, etc., is that kind of man into what I am? So even if you are a fat chick,
Wake that
even if
up.
you are thick, even like, I think this is what it is. It's the choosing and the wanting. And where you have control is none. You have no control. You can be as
She.
pretty as you like. You can be as intelligent as you like. You can be as resourceful as home cooking, as everything. You know, you can throw it down in the bedroom. But that choice ultimately comes down to him. And also I feel like that choice is deeper than what you bring to the table. It's the kind of person he's trying to become, and how you can be of service
Mm.
to that. So sometimes I feel like maybe the initial attraction is, oh, you meet her, she seems to appear right, she speaks nice. I feel that, I mean, that comes to the next level. How does she make me feel? And if you listen to what the you know, what you played a minute ago, Broadway, where the woman was talking, she was talking about how you make that man feel. And you
Yep.
can be ugly, you can be unattractive, you can not know how to cook, but because you're soft spoken and you make him feel manly, you make him feel safe, you make him feel accommodated, you make him feel valued, you make him feel seen, then you could be just about his dream girl, because you're helping him get closer to a better version of himself. So I feel like it's about the one that's gonna put in the work. And sometimes I feel like it ain't just about the pretty face, because these men will surprise you. Pretty face is nice for when, you know, like a handbag, take it to a big event. I want
You can't
something
make this
nice
shit up.
on my arm. I want something nice in my arm. It makes all the other women see me as more attractive, and it also makes
Mm.
the guys have more respect for me, because it does take a lot of man to bag a good woman. But at the same time, in your own personal development, in your own spiritual growth,
Yeah.
when it comes to a relationship, that's a different kind of wanting, and you're gonna probably be a lot more slow. You're gonna obviously want to see her without the makeup and the glitz and glam. You're gonna want to see how she deals with authority. You're gonna want to see if you both kind of speak from the same page, because that
So
can be all of these things.
and I'm sorry, Queen, to cut your wisdom, but a very interesting part that you said and you highlighted was, am I my type's type? Hello. Am I my type's type? I think a lot of women, men for that matter too, they want something that's outside of their jurisdiction. You hear what I'm saying? So because they can't get what's outside of their jurisdiction, I want a man or woman to look like this. I want her and him to look like that, right? So just keeping it on what it's on, I think, no, rather, I feel as though do your type, are you attracting your type though? You get what I'm saying? Like, is your type attracted to you? Like what you want. Okay, cool. You like, I don't know, the nigga Tyrese. You like Tyrese. You, do, do you think Tyrese is going like you? And spare me with the I jump up here probably like last week or so, and I said it and I say it again. Respectfully. Not all women is all men type. Like there be some women out here that be looking crazy, and I don't think that certain men would be attracted. The certain men that you're attracted to would be attracted to you. And I feel as though some women be holding out and they be missing a blessing because they still trying to hold on and wait for the thing that they want, not acknowledging the thing that they don't want them because it just never has happened, or it's happened very few and far in between. You know when you're going to land in a good position, because more often than not, the thing that you attract is attracted to you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just waking that up a little bit, or on the back, off the back of She's Healing. Tap in though. How you guys feel? I see you guys in the comment
I
section.
was talking about what I was saying was like based on first impressions. I didn't like
Okay.
go into deep, like, you know, like you want to get to know the person, you want to know if the person fits into your life, how the person make you feel. What I was talking about was just based on when you first just see somebody, just based on attraction, when you like a first impression. And another thing I wanted to say, just because a man stay with you or wants to be with you at the end of his life where he feel like you're what he needs, that doesn't mean you've been what he wants. That that's a fact. I've seen men settle down with women that they know would benefit their life, and they'll settle there, but that doesn't mean that she was what they wanted. For instance, I know a man right now that settled down and I was what he wanted, but he messed it up so bad that he still called down my phone,
Wow.
and the women that he's with is there, and she's just there for no reason because he'll
Wow.
always pine friend. So that happens too, where when you're younger, you get something that you wanted, you mess it up. Now that you're older, you want it back, but you foul out and you're done. So you just settle with whoever wants you at that point. That happens a lot too. Don't get it twisted. Niggas settle too.
But okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna speak from my own womanly perspective. You know, when men go looking for different women, is it like the way we go shoe shopping and we have like different textures, designs? We think of what shoes gonna meet what outfit. We buy shoes based on our moods, and it looks good at first, and then we take it for a walk. I mean, you can't claim the shoes till you've walked in them, and then every shoe has a certain vibe, and the perfect shoe, like the Cinderella illusion, this would be so perfect, meaning it would go with every outfit. I could wear it to work. It's flexible, it's adjustable, it's got wheels on the bottom, and it's invisible, and I can glide across the ground and I can turn them into hills. Like the perfect, I feel like the illusion is this dream girl illusion. It's what fits. And I don't think every shoe fits everyone the same way. And I think that's why the variety is there, and that's why men are not looking at women in terms of bigger butt, bigger butt. I see it more as, when you walk into a trophy shop and you're trying to pick which one, and everyone has a certain value. Everyone brings something different, but the one that fits you, the shoe that fits you, meaning the way you walk, your habit, that's gonna be so different and might even surprise even you. And I hear it in our minds. We always pick the Louboutins because of the status and because we want people to see us in a certain light. It's always about how you're being seen. And I think men put that out as well. But
Very true.
for the women I've seen and the diversity we come with, I don't think it's every shoe fits all. So I think it gets tailored. The dream girl illusion adjusts and shifts. So let's say, for example, just like the working market now, digital skills is highly required. So now my ideal candidate must now have the ability to work on various online platforms. I'm gonna adapt and adjust this digital dream candidate
Hold on,
according
hold on,
to
hold on, hold on,
to
hold
my
on, hold on,
needs.
hold on, Queen, respectfully. Shout out to Trey for dropping that cash app. We appreciate that, Queen. I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt. Shout out to Trey for dropping the cash app. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you, and thank you. Far too kind. Far too kind. Far too kind. Thank you for dropping the cash app, Queen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tap in with us. I'm sorry about that. She's healing. Tap in.
No, it's good. I just shared the room, man.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Yeah, I think men are just trophy picking and trying to find a shoe that fits. I think every woman just has her own flavor,
Yeah.
and you have to pick a pair of shoes and walk. And then after you've walked and journeyed, you can decide if this is right or wrong. And I think that's what it is. And just because, you put one pair of shoes down and pick another, it doesn't mean those shoes ain't good. It just wasn't right for the occasion, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Understand very well. Understand very well. I appreciate that she's healing, tapping in. They saying you catching fire out here. They said you catching fire out here. On in the YouTube comment section. Welcome to the stage. Been a while. It's always a pleasure to have you. We're adding and we're tapping in and we're generally having a conversation about the importance of men getting, or rather men getting the woman of their dreams and women only getting the man that they want. I want to use this time to tap in and actually, again, shout out to Trey for the Cash App. I'm gonna play another clip. I want to replay the clip that I just played. I'm gonna play both of them back to back to bring you guys up to speed in case you just walking in and you just tapping into us. So tap in with us. You now listening to Live on Broadway podcast.
3 tips to find the person of your dreams. 1, become the best version of you. 2, live a life doing the things you enjoy the most. 3, cut out people or activities that don't align with your values. By doing this, you will attract people that align with your lifestyle.
That one was really fast, so I'm going to play it again.
Oh, I had to learn this. I do not correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much, and I desire to honor and respect him. And I'm married to him, so I would assume that he wants me to feel the same exact way. To take my perspective into high consideration with his actions. But I married a grown man. I'm not going to be disrespectful and talk to him like a child.
Just waking it up. We just pouring up a cup of talk. You know,
Can I speak on that?
sure, go for it, Queen.
When I listen to that, I feel like basically you have to be creative as a woman, especially if you're dealing with a masculine man whose ego always needs to be stroked. You have to be very creative and delicate, sensitive if you're going to correct or give advice. And you have to kind of put your own views and kind of back lead. No, baby, you're going the wrong way. But don't make it sound like it was you that gave that advice. This is my issue here. I have no problem with submission where there's clear direction and there's clear leadership. But I find when it comes to submission, right, men have this need. Okay, if you think of is it Alexandra the Great? He wouldn't be Alexandra the Great if, part of his story was his wife helped him sit down and draw up the plan of every action he took. No, no, no. That greatness must be owned solely by him. And even if he needs advice or needs help,
I see what you did
you
there.
have to the woman's gotta always kind of, so when I listen to her say, I cannot correct. No, no, no. It's like iron sharpens iron. And I get it. Maybe the tone of
Well,
voice, the way you do it, because he's a grown man. But grown men should take advice, and grown men should also be open when his wife, not just anyone,
well,
wants
see,
to advise him.
well, see, and to that, I would say, I would give a little bit of pushback, not really pushback, just adding more value onto that, right? I think sometimes it's not about what you say, but how you say it, right? Sometimes it's more so knowing and also understanding your significant other and knowing who they are, what they are, so forth and so on. And a lot of times people don't get a chance to, or rather they have the chance, but they don't take the appropriate amount of time to get to know the person to say and see what their likes versus their dislikes are, right? I remember this story. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I remember this story that was shared to me, and old boy, he was married for about 16 years. 16 years, right? And what happened is when he would wake up in the morning, he would be the first one up. His lady would be the first one up. He would get up shortly thereafter. And then as she would get up, one day, just randomly, he makes up the bed, right? And for the rest of that day, when he came home, the temperature was different in the home. You get what I'm saying? So he said to himself, he took account. He said, damn, what did I do today that made my wife feel different from the other days? And I'm speeding through it just to land the point. And what it was simply making the bed, right? He saw that his wife reacted and responded to him differently simply because he made the bed. Lo and behold, to him, his wife hated making the bed. She couldn't stand making the bed. You get what I mean? So it's about sometimes getting to know your significant other, paying attention to them, pouring into them, taking the time to actually, rather simply get to reflect on the things that make them happy. And when you do that, you will see that, damn, this is the value that I need to add on to her. This is the value that I need to add into our relationships. And it's something as simple as making the bed. But had he not took the time to actually pay attention to that and have the conversation with her later and them to feel open to have that dialogue back and forth, he would have never known, he would have never gained insight to know what's what. You get what I mean? So I just wanted to add that on top of what you were saying. She's healing. Welcome to the stage, Benoit. How you feeling, Queen?
Man. Now, so the second video specifically, I like the first video. I actually agree with everything he said. The second one, the young lady that spoke, that's that Danica girl.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep.
Yo, my thing is, she needs to take her own advice. I don't see the consistency. I remember once on Instagram there was a video where she just straight up emasculated him. She was talking about, yeah, because you know when I first met you, you couldn't even pay for an apartment, you had no money, and you could see his energy shift. Like, "Well, I had money." She goes, "No, you did not have any money," and I'm just like, whoa. Just straight up emasculated him, put him on blast for all of the internet to see. It was just completely out of pocket. And so, she's saying one thing, but there are, if you look into the crates, some of her interaction with her husband, it doesn't align.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Queen.
no, go ahead.
And I was just having this conversation with Ab a moment ago, right? And I said to him, I said, "Yo, sometimes, sometimes people, I'm just gonna mute you for 1 second. Sometimes people don't want to post their significant other on social media, right? Sometimes people don't want to post their significant other on social media. And the reason why that is because they feel like they got to conform to the pressures of this, the pressures of that, yada, yada, yada. But my energy is what's for you is for you, right? Now, what does that have to do with what Benawar just said? What that has to do with what Benawar just said is sometimes I believe that the message is just as important, is more important than the messenger. You get what I mean? I think that, yeah, some women emasculate their men, right? Talk down to them and vice versa. But the interesting thing with that is in regards to her, I've also, that ain't cool. It's not cool. But the message is, I think if you're gonna be with someone, there's a certain amount of paying attention to, and maybe maybe she's changed, right? We gotta also leave space for people to see things different. Sometimes I think in on social media, the things that the person that we were yesterday, we hold people to that to be forevermore. What's your take, Benny? Go for it, Queen. I see the eyes tapping with me. Benny like
Yeah, I doubt it, but
okay.
God bless.
She said I doubt it. Listen, man. I'm a firm believer that before we enter our final thoughts, I'm a firm believer that yes, men in the space of being in relationships. What up, though, Dat? In the space of being in relationships, because we are traditionally the leaders. Right, we're traditionally the person that goes out and make the bread, and then the ladies, we bring it back to our woman, and you guys multiply and do what you do so well. So I think that men, because ladies are traditionally speaking, that's all I'm regarding. Women like security, protection. They like this shit. They like time. And men, as men, we get to go out there and look at Russell Wilson, right? Look at Papoose and Sierra, right? Let's take it a step further. Look at Grant Hill and Tamia. You get what I mean? Like, these are great examples of what black love look like. These are great examples of, I think Papoose, and y'all correct me, I'm gonna let the people talk, but I think Papoose is Remy is the woman of his dreams. Homie be looking crazy. He be outside. Papoose never looks good. Period. And I don't mean like attractive. I just mean he always looked dirty to me. Sorry, not sorry. You get what I mean? He never looks like he's like Remy. Remy always look great. Remy always looks amazing. You know what I mean? And the same go for many others. You get what I mean? So I think that Papoose, Grant Hill, Russell Wilson, I think these are three men that found the woman of their dreams. I think those three women, the same thing on the other end. I think those three women got the man that they wanted. But wasn't particularly the man of their dreams. How do I equate that? Because when I look at the men that all three of those women was associated with prior to the man that they are now, they got the man that they want, not the man that they dreamed for. Tap in with us. How you guys feel in response to that? These damn eyes? Tap in. How you guys feel? I want to see it. Oh, Allie. Oh, Alley Cat. Tap in with us,
Yo.
Queen.
Oh gosh. I had a phone call. Sorry, but Pap. You think that Pap and I don't know. I mean, she. Jesus. I think that that's a valid. No, no. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me
Okay.
out. Hear me out. Because I kind of feel like in that instance of Rem and Pap, no disrespect to her, love her, but he was the he was the man that she wanted because I mean she was in jail for a long time, so she wasn't able to see anybody else, if that makes sense. So
Good
because
point.
of that, there was nobody else that she could compare him to. There was nobody else that would stand up for her, just like how he did. He held her down. He held her down like how normally women, quote unquote, would hold a man down. So that was it. He was it. Period. Point blank.
So how do you respond to Jewel Santana and Kimbella? Shout out to Tracy for putting that in the comments. Shout out to Trey. How you respond to that, Queen?
As far as her holding him down.
No, not even the holding down part, right? Like Jewel's you seen verses, right? It's been a year since verses Dipset versus the Locks, and Jewel still
Mm-hmm.
look like it's 2002. Hello?
Listen. Well, listen.
We gonna
I
get
mean,
Allison some water. We gonna give
no,
her.
no, no. Listen, listen, listen. I mean, if see, here's the thing: when you are with a certain person, you're supposed to level up. You're supposed to look differently. The
Yes.
joy and the love that you have is supposed to radiate. And if
Yes.
he's stuck in 2002, then I mean, and she's leveled up because she changed noses, breasts. She got new ass.
Queen.
She's changed. So, I
You
mean,
change, you
right?
change.
So
You got doing change. You got never mind. Go ahead.
So somebody, then to me personally, they might not be on the same wavelength aesthetically. He's still stuck in what was, and she is stuck in. She's focused on what is, and he's stuck in what
What
was.
was?
And I don't know what's going on in the dynamic of their relationship, but somebody's off. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Because she's moved forward and he's staying the same. So there's no evolution in that, in my opinion. But with Rem and Pap, it's totally opposite because Rem is the one that's looking so much better, and Pap is just kind of like he stayed there. But I think with that respect, he's staying there because it's safe. He's the same person that she fell in love with, quote unquote, even before she went in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Trey said Joel's look like he smells like the 6 train local.
Not too much on the Bronx. Not too much
Not
on the
too much for the
Bronx.
Bronx. She
Come
said
on
Botox
now.
made her face glow. Hello.
Listen, she looking radioactive right about
Oh
now, but we're not
God.
saying nothing.
Oh man. Oh man. Listen, listen, listen. Let's tap in. Let's get our final thoughts in there. Let's get our final thoughts in here. Tap in with us live on Broadway podcast.
I think that
You are listening to Live on Broadway podcast. All right, go for it, Ari. Then when you finish your point, Queen, go into your final thoughts, Queen. Tap in.
So I think with Papoose and Rem, I think that he's one of those dudes that he met her when she was at the top of her career, and he is significantly secure within himself to let her be the one that shines. So he's just gonna stay that hood person that he's always been, nice and simple, rears the family from the back, but to the public, it looks like she's to the forefront. But I feel like when they're at home, even from their dynamics from when they were on Love and Hip Hop, it's not really like that. He runs shit. And he don't have to show us that. But we just know he runs shit. That's what I really think it is. Cause on the show when you was watching their dynamic inside the house, it's very apparent that he runs shit. And she's submissive. So it's kind of like it's a give and a take for them, and that's probably why they work, because she's the yin to his yang. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. They're keeping their family together. I actually love them as a couple personally. I think and Bella and Jules, I think they went through a lot in their relationship. There was a lot of infidelity and other things, and I think she just waited it out until she was that bitch for him. That's what went on there. Like she like, I don't care what this nigga do. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the last one standing. And eventually, that's what happened.
I think
She,
what I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, she took a lot, so she was the last one standing. But final thoughts on this topic. I just feel like we as women, we got to work on more of what we want and turn that into what we need instead of just going with what is not even cool to do. So, like, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm to a certain age where I don't feel like I need to settle yet. I feel like I still need to look for what I want in combination with what wants me, in combination with what I need. Did all those things come into play? It shouldn't be one over the other. I'm still spoiled and I want all three and I don't care, but that's just me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Tap in. Tap in.
So
Final
so
thoughts, Queen.
right. So for me, uh, with the Kimbella and Joel's thing, I think he realized he needed somebody to hold him down. He thought he was about to do a 10-year bid, and he needed that insurance, a guaranteed person that was gonna hold it down while he wrote it out. And marrying her was the best way to ensure that. That's just my opinion on that.
Security.
Yes. And then overall, the topic, I will end it with this Life Jennings quote: "Be the person you want to find. Don't be a nickel out here looking for a dime."
Not
Wake that up, Betty.
Bars.
right, right. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. I'm gonna wake up that comment in the section, Trey. I'm gonna tap in with you. Tap in with us, Allie, Allison, Alley Cat. What it do, shorty? Final thoughts.
Real. Listen, I don't think I can I don't think I can come after that one because Benny just, she dropped some bars.
Yeah, she has a way of
But
doing that.
yes, indeed. But what I will say is that as far as get the get being the man, being the woman that of a man's dreams, you cannot do that if you don't have any purpose. So you have to find your own purpose in order to manifest that and be who you need to be for other people. You have to put yourself first, is what I'm saying. You have to put yourself first, and then you can focus on being that to other people, because you can't pour from an empty cup. I will continuously say that. Be who you are to yourself. Be who you need to be to yourself.
Be who you need to be to yourself. Be who you want to yourself.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Be who you want to yourself. I'm here for that, and I'm rolling with it. Laundria, tap in with us, Queen. Miss Clinton, Mick Clinton, tap in with us.
Oh no, you didn't say the guard. No, I guess just after listening to everyone's feedback, I just feel like I just want to mimic what the men do. So if I'm out here living my best life, I want the man of my dreams too. So at the end of the day, I feel like men are out here getting exactly what they, need to build and maintain a successful life. So that is the standard that more women need to have as well. So I'm into with that.
Wow, wow. Just round of applause for that. Round of applause for that. So here's the thing, right? If I'm gonna be transparent with you all, I believe that wait, before I do that, I think Trey said it should look like like a woman in the street. I'm sorry, she said on Instagram, let me pin that up on YouTube. She said it should look like a woman is the boss in the streets and the man is the king of the castle. All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback on that. I feel like when you're dating somebody, it should be exactly what it is on all accords. You get what I mean? It shouldn't be one thing here, another thing there. I feel like I see what you're saying with that, right? Because I think she was responding to what you had said, Ari, about, Pat being the king of the castle and he runs the house or whatever the case is. But outside, Remy be remedying, whatever. You guys get what I was going with that. I think that final thoughts, I feel as though we are very simple, but to ladies, perhaps not so much. And I understand why, because vice versa. What up, Silverback? My energy is, I believe, yes, the men, we get the women of our dreams because shit, we work for it, God damn it, just putting it all out there. I feel like we work for it, and traditionally men, we seek you guys. You guys don't seek us. Sure, you guys agree to sex, so forth and so on, but I'm not going to go on that whole tangent about the marriage and all that other stuff. Another pod, another time. I just think that, there's a lot of truth in what everyone said. She's Helen actually tapped in with a lot of what she said I agree with, but more so over, I feel like we got to hold ourselves accountable and know that the thing that we want, we got to ask ourselves, are we the thing that we want? And I think Raekwon said it a long time ago, if we turned ourselves inside out, pretty much meaning if we had a chance to really look at ourselves on the outside looking in, would we be attracted to ourselves? Would we like ourselves? Would we want to be in a relationship with ourselves? And signaling plays a great part of any relationship. Who your friends are, who your loved ones are, what you value, what you spend the most time doing, the things that the things that excite you, how you respond to certain things. There's signaling attached to these things, and a lot of times, I'm not sure if, frankly speaking, women pay attention to these things. And I say women because, again, we want, just talking about looks, right? We want a certain thing. And if we meet a woman and she looks the part, we're physical people, right? We're going to go with what we see. You get what I'm saying? Again, I can't add any more value than what the Giants did and provided tonight. Shout out to everybody tapping in on Facebook. Shout out to you, Giants. Shout out to everybody tapping in on Instagram. Shout out to you. I see you, Silverback. Shout out to Clubhouse tapping in with us. Benoit, Allison, Laundria, Erie. Shout out to the Giants on YouTube. Shout out to Trey. I appreciate the Tracy. I appreciate the Cash App. Keisha, Terica, Lolo. What's happening with it? I appreciate everybody tapping in with us tonight. Live on Broadway podcast. I don't know if you guys have anything before we blow it, because I said enough. You guys tapped in as well. Other than that, final thoughts. That's it. Going once, going twice. All right, cool. Sold to the highest bidder. Live on Broadway podcast. Y'all know the vibe. It's cheaper to be yourself. Be giant. Pool.
Clip. Money coming, money goes.
Do you have relationship questions you need answered? With spicy topics? DM us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on IM_Broadway's Instagram. Clear.